I lost a lot of money. I blew a lot of accounts. Okay, now you can go to Google. 15 years ago, we didn't have this privilege. You learn from your mistake only, and I learned from your mistake only. When I lost an account or I lost a trade, I was very angry. I can crash my phone. I can continue trading until blow all my account. I studied something about the behavior of the human, what's behind the trading, what's behind the psychology. The half of the way is how to help the trader to find himself.
Hello, dear TTP audience. Today we have Wissam with us. Wissam, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you very much for joining. To start, Wissam, can you tell us a bit more about yourself? Where are you coming from? How's it going so far? How long are you into trading? And in general, about yourself.
Okay, I am Wisam Sweidan. I'm Lebanese. I'm a professional trader. I am married and I have 2 children. I'm a professional trader since 2023. I know the trading since my first year in university, but to talk about myself as a professional way, I'm since 2023, I start my real professional journey.
All right. So you're 22 years in trading already.
Yes, I have a long journey, but I started at my first university, at my first year in university. You know, that was a discovery stage. I heard about the trading. It was surprising for me. I tried everything, as all the beginners, for sure. I lost a lot of money. I blew a lot of accounts. But it wasn't discovery stage. Before discovering what is trading, what's real is trading, because discovering myself and before starting my real journey.
All right. So 22 years, that's an incredible journey, a very long journey and lots of experience in you. And clearly it results in good results and good performance from your side. So I believe when you started from your personal capital, right? How was it?
Yes, for sure. When you talk 15 years ago, we didn't have this privilege to have funded accounts. You know that when I started trading, it wasn't like today. Today, trading is very common. Everyone wants to trade. The teenagers knows everything about trading. But in from 15 years ago, nothing was like today. You have only your own capital. Okay, and I was in university, so I don't have this big amount. You have this $100 and $200 to trade on it, and for sure I blow it many times, and I tried many times, and we didn't have this the fact of education. Okay, now you can go to Google and to YouTube, and you can go to start for free and learn the trading. 15 years ago, we didn't have this privilege. We can't learn. You learn from your mistake only, and I learned from my mistake only.
Yeah, the time is changing so fast, and back then the education was not so accessible, right? You didn't have access to prop firms and funded capital.
Yes.
So how long would you say it took you to start seeing some results from trading? You started seeing some traction, and getting some results.
To be serious, it took me more than 10 years. And I know it's the long time, because I don't have a mentor. I didn't have a mentor to tell me this is right and this is wrong. It took me a lot to understand myself. And my main problem was myself. Okay. My psychology, how to deal with the loss and to deal with the market. The market, by the way, from 15 years until now, nothing can change. The gold is the same, the price action, the movement. But what's changed now is myself, how I make my action through the market, and especially, and in the past, I have the problem of the revenge. When I lost an account or I lost a trade, I was very angry. I can crash my phone. I can continue trading until blow all my account. But now, after this long period, by the way, I studied life coach. I studied something about the behavior of the human. I go deep to search what is behind myself, what's behind the trading, what's behind the psychology, to understand what is the human, who I am, why I do this mistake, and why should I change, and what should I change on myself to to make money. By the way, to be honest, no one can believe that I make money in trading just by support and resistance in Fibonacci, which is very simple. This is nothing, because for me it's not the strategy that talk. It is your behavior, how you take your decision, your discipline, your consistency, your mindset. That's why it's not a strategy. By simple strategy, you can make money if you have a great mindset. And by the way, now I'm trader performance coach. Okay, I have my community. I helped more than 300 students to be professional in trading, because what I missed in the past, that I didn't find any mentor to help me. I want to be a mentor for a lot of students, and they are making great results because I understand that trading is a mindset, not only a strategy. So that's it. That's it.
Amazing. So it's so wonderful to see you becoming a mentor after such a long time, and you wish you wanted to have a mentor back then when you just started, and now you can help others with this, right? It's just so
because
wonderful.
it wasn't easy. Trust me, it wasn't easy. It's hurtful to lose money every time, to lose your account, to don't understand yourself. It's hard. So the half of the way is how to help the person and the trader to find themselves.
100%, 100%. So let's come back to your trading journey, right? So you started 2003, and you were trying to get some traction for the first 10 years, right? You were trading your personal capital. As we know, first prop firms started appearing around 2015, 2014, somewhere there.
Yes.
When did you start trading with prop firms? Like, how long are you with the prop firms? How did you find out about them? Did you think something skeptical about them in the beginning, right?
Yes, for sure. First of all, I can't imagine that I believe and I work with my $100 or $1,000. How I can work with 100K? Okay, this is I think this is scam. It's not. I didn't believe in the first. It's not logical, Aslam. If you go to my head, it's not logical to pay some amount for a company to give you 100K. But with time, and I think it will be. I always told myself that it will be just a trend, and it would end up. But with time, with 2015, 16, 17, 18, 20, and for now, no, I can't. I will say that it's not a trend. It's a real fact. The funded account is something you can make money from it. The funded account is something real, but it's not easy for sure. But first, I was scary about it, but now I can't live without the funded account.
Do you remember first year you took your first funded account?
Yes, I remember this. I was very scary because the amount I took it is 10,000 than the first, okay, 10,000 K, and I will never in my life ever work more than 1,000 K. Okay, so it was for me only on demo account. Okay,
okay.
So only I saw the 10K on demo account. So when I take the funded account, I saw that, look, man, it's real. It's your account. If you're past your phase 1 or phase 2, it will be yourself. It will be for me, yani, to make it. I know that you don't own your money, but as a trader, I don't want this money. I want the fact that I will make money from this account. So for me, if I have a real 10K or a funded account, it's the same, because I will never take this money. This money is only for trading. So it was for 10K. I was so happy, and when I believe more that I can take more account. I passed only from 10K to 100K. I didn't go to 25, 50. Only from 10 to 100K.
Okay. And do you remember the feeling when you received your first reward ever in life? Like,
for sure, for sure. First I was scary because I didn't believe that they will pay me. Okay. I go to a reward section. I pressed, and after 10 minutes, they sent me an email that your reward is approved, and you have to wait 24 hours, for example, for a maximum. It was a long time, but after 1 hour, you sent me the reward, and it was for me. I was very happy. I will tell you why. I was very happy because My first reward, I remember this very well. My first reward was $900. It's
Okay.
almost around my my salary. Okay, so
Okay.
I took my first payout approximately around my salary. My salary was more, but approximately. So I said to myself, look, in one payout, in little hours, you work for little hours and you make $900 while you work a lot all the months to get your salary. It was surprising for me. I was so happy. I took this money to invest more in myself, by the way, and to invest in higher accounts.
Okay. And after your first reward, did you immediately change your approach to prop firms? Like before your first reward, you were a little bit skeptical. You were scared that
Yes.
maybe the reward will not come. After the first reward, everything changed.
Look, it depends. Because we listen a lot about the funded account, about the scam company, because we have in the market a lot of scam company. Okay, but when I work
Okay.
with Trading Pit, you are very professional. They pay me in the right time, the right amount. We are very professional, and I felt that you really care about the trader. You are not caring about the people they buy or lose the money. You are really taking care about the real trader and searching a real trader. Definitely, I changed my mind. For me, now, I'm saying now, for me, why to work on smaller accounts if you have a good strategy? If you're a professional trader, you have good strategy and you have a good mindset. Why you work on your 10,000K real account while you can go to $1 million funded account or 200K or 100K? So for me, everyone is a professional, have a great strategy, a great discipline, great mindset. He can work in a bigger account. And it's very it's a change of the game, of the whole game of trading.
All right. All right. So how many rewards have you got with Trading Pit
With trading
so
bit, I
far?
got 8 rewards, in
Okay.
total of 7,900, around 800.
Amazing.
But look, here is the question. All my friends and my community, by the way, they ask me, you are trading for 100K, and why you are not making around 20 and 30K? For me, as I'm a professional trader, as this maturity, by the way, I'm around 39 years old. So I passed through a lot of issue in trading. I don't search. I'm not searching for a high profit. I'm not searching for the high payout. More than searching of a consistent profit, because being consistent in this game or being in this game is very hard. So for me, I'm searching to 1 to 2% for the whole capital in a month, taking a very little risk, half percent, but I took a risk, sometimes 0.5, 0.25% risk to guarantee having 1 to 2% profit in the end of the month or in the end of cycle. Okay.
Okay.
So, but the people think that having a bit this big account, it means it's very easy to make very easy money. No, it's not very easy. You have to have a risk management, very strict risk management rules to survive. For me, maybe I will have one payout of $8,000, taking huge risk, or make this $800 by 8 small payout. For me, I prefer after this maturity, the consistency, always having payout small but consistent.
Okay. Why do you think a lot of people they have hardships with it, right? Because we can see that a lot of traders they try to get like very huge rewards, like you said, 20K, 30K in rewards. But in reality, trading is all about small but consistent rewards all the time, right? It's way better to have as you 8 rewards than a trader who got just 1 reward and never again, right?
Look,
So what do you think a lot of traders they need to understand when trying to get this approach?
they need to understand one thing. If you want to have 20K of rewards, you have to take a huge risk instead. So to make it's impossible to take to take a half percent risk and making 20% in the end of cycle. It's not logical. So you have to choose. Or I want to make a huge profit, but I would take a huge risk, which mean breach an account and be out of the game. Or you have to choose that I'm professional trader. By the way, now in these days, I'm professional trader. I'm living from trading. I'm living from the payout. I'm not living from teaching or from commission or from salary. I make my living from the payout, from pure trading, and this is a big responsibility for me. I have children, I have a family, and I have to make my living. I can't go and take 1 and 2% take risk in the trade just to make 10,000 K. So if you are responsible, if you have the discipline, you choose to be consistent and to be in this game instead of making this huge risk. I don't want to take a big risk to take a big reward. This is not my strategy. Aslan, this is not the right thing, because maybe, and I told one of my friend last time, if I want, I will work one time to make this big reward, but this is not my target. Okay. That's it. So for me, the new, especially the beginner, they are searching for big reward. They have to take big risk. So they have risk to be breach or be out of this market. So don't search for the big amount. Or for me, if you ask me for my experience, don't search for the money, Aslan. Don't search for the money in this company. Search to how to be a better trader, to take better decision. And believe me, without even thinking, you will have your payout in the end of the cycle or in the end of the month. So don't think about the money. When I stopped thinking about the money and the fact of the money will come directly. I think.
Amazing.
So think how to being a better trader. Yani the question will be not how I will make more money, how I will be better trader. When you will be better trader, definitely you will have a money.
100%, 100%. So thank you very much for sharing the concept that a lot of beginners misunderstand, right? That it's better to have smaller risk, but you can actually make the rewards consistently. However, we all understand that trading also includes losses, right? You can be the best trader in the world and you will still have stop losses. It's impossible to have 100% win rate. So how do you personally deal with maybe losing day or losing week, or it can also be losing months, right? It's just the part of the game. How do you personally deal with it?
Okay. The first, you have to put this slogan in your room. The loss is part of this game. This is a part of this game. It's impossible to make. Sometimes I post on my social media that I lost today and yesterday and today. Some of my students ask me, you are my coach and you are losing money and you are losing a trade. They don't understand this. Losing is part of this game. Yes, I can lose for 1 week, full week, and it's happened. And sometimes I lose 10 trades in a row. This because my strategy doesn't work in this time at this market. But where is the difference? How you react with your losses. In the past, I told you in the first of the interview, in the past, when I lose one trade, I crash my phone. I would be very nervous. I want to revenge. But now, trust me. Now, when I lose the trade, I saw in my phone, I looked at the trade and I say, this is the market, okay? And I stop trading until tomorrow. And because I know deeply, I have this confidence in myself that tomorrow, it's not tomorrow, next week, I will regain and I will be in the profit again. For now, I'm in 6 months in the profit, monthly, not weekly, okay, monthly. So I didn't sense the losing on monthly basis to lose my money, but on weekly, on daily, yes, it happens, and it's happened, and it's always happened. Even if you are a professional trader, sometimes your strategy doesn't work with market. Sometimes we have some volume or unexpected news in the world and the Middle East. Sometimes you are not fine. Sometimes I'm a professional trader, man. Okay, I do my living in trading. Sometimes I do a mistake, and I know this is a mistake because we are a human. I'm not a robot. But the difference is that I do this mistake. I told myself, yes, this is your mistake. I will close the position now, and khalas, I stop. Yeah. So losing is part of this game. Look, this is my experience in trading. My little experience. If you want to make profit in trading, you have to know how to lose money.
Yes.
So we don't have profit without losing money. So this is my experience in trading. If you want to make profit, you have to know how to lose money.
Yeah.
And it's hard, by the way, and it's hard. It's no one can accept or react normally with a lot with losing money or losing the trade. It's you want experience and confidence in yourself to lose, and you know that you will regain again.
What would you tell to other traders? Because like still, even if we understand that trading is a long-term game, right? We need to think in months, in quarters, in years, not in one single day, right? In one single day, you can have a stop loss and it's totally fine. What would you recommend to other traders how to deal with these single stop losses so they avoid making emotional mistakes after them? Because I believe it's a very big thing for a lot of traders, right? If they have a stop loss, they start revenge trading, they take positions outside of their plan. What would you recommend them doing in this moment specifically?
Look, as a trader performance coach, I saw a lot of traders and I worked with a lot of traders. And I can see that someone having 8% target still need 2% to get the challenge with trading pit. And suddenly he lost the account. I asked him and I asked myself, what happened? So yes, it's hard in the market because you are dealing with the emotions of the people, and sometimes everyone have a different past. Okay, someone can lose money that will still be okay with him, but someone losing little bit money, it's not okay with him and will blow the account. So for me, you have to deal with your losses and to accept the losses and to respect your stop loss and to have the edge that your strategy is working. If your strategy is working, you will definitely regain money. You will definitely be in a profit. So as I told you, as a trader performance coach working with trader, I saw something. The person lost their account even if they are in profit. And sometimes I ask myself, why we are a human like that? We are not logical. We will
Yep.
be definitely an illogical person. So you will change after the losses, by the way. So he lost first trade, second trade, and then he lost the account. Why? Because he can't control his emotions. So for me, for all the beginners that start trading, please don't focus on money. Focus on being better trader and accept the losing. If you accept the losses, you will be a better trader.
Yep, 100%, 100%. So the last question for you, if you could come back to yourself in the beginning of the journey, 22 years ago, imagine you come back to yourself in 22 years ago, and you could come to yourself and give one advice, only one advice. What advice would you give to yourself?
Oh, it's a very hard question because it's a long time. By the way, I will answer you in two way. Okay, the first way that even if I will get back, I like to make the same mistake. Okay, because this mistake made me now. Okay, this mistake make Wissam now the professional trader. Because without passing with this mistake, with his losses, with the blowing account, with it was the hard days. Trust me, it was a hard days. I was crying. I was very, very sad, but I didn't stop my dream. Okay, I chased my dream also. So I would like to make the same mistake to be the same person. This is first. But if I could back 20 years ago and advise myself, the same advice I give to all the people, all my traders, forget about the money and your dream. Because I was a big dreamer. If I make $10 from 100, I go and dream about the villas, about money, about the high level. No, I didn't do that. Okay, I don't do that. But if I can go back, I will tell them, please forget about the money, forget about the dream, focus on yourself, and focus how to be a better trader only, and everything will come with time.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's all about being a better version of yourself, better trader, right? And
Sure.
making sure that you follow all of the rules and you develop yourself first.
For sure, man.
Wissam, thank you very much for joining us today. It was absolutely lovely to have a conversation with you today. Thank you very much. We are really, really happy to have you with us with this wonderful performance. And from the Trading Heat, we just want to wish you to keep going and that your winning streak of months never ends, right?
Thank you for this experience. Thank you to let the trader express themselves and give advice for the newer beginner and they want to start the trading. Okay, so thank you for this interview. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Roman, for watching us, and see you next time.